Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Kalispell, Montana. And it is Tuesday, and I'm here on a Tuesday, and it is time for Kit Together. So we've got a new kit that came out at the beginning of March. Yes, we haven't dug into the April ones. We'll start those next week. This is a March kit. So let's go ahead and flip the camera and get started. I asked up above whether or who would you send these cards to. So as you're watching this, as we're doing this, take a look and see, who do you think you would send it to? I'm sorry for the shadow over here. I have light coming in from the window, but I need all the light I can get because one of my lamps keeps going out. So we're going to go with that. I can move a little bit and try not to give any shadow. I put one of my new shop lights up here, but it is, watch this, it shows, yeah, the light in the glass. So if I were to not use the glass, then I could use the overhead light. And if I can't get these lights figured out I bought extra bulbs, but that doesn't seem to matter, or new bulbs. So we'll have to see. But anyways, here's our kit. It is called the Best Ever. It's an all-inclusive kit. Therefore, all we need is a pair of scissors, sometimes just to open up the plastic. And here we go. We have Best Ever kit. So we have 3 different cards, 3 of each, it looks like. No, we have 3. We have 3 different cards, 2 of each, but they're masculine, feminine. All right, so you can use them. Or if you don't want to go masculine, feminine, you can just mix it up and go with whoever you want to give it to. I've also brought over some stamps to show you, just in case you need to change up the names, because maybe not everybody uses mom or dad. Maybe it's papa, maybe it's mama, maybe it's I don't know, mother, father. Everybody calls their folks something different. Sometimes I call mine Pops, my dad. So it just depends. Lately, sometimes I have to call him Richard because that's the only name he'll listen to. Hi, Joanne. Great to have you on here. So we have our glue dots. Love those. Those are larger ones. Sometimes we have really small ones. Sometimes we have really big ones. And then we have those sizes. So then we have some gems here. That one looks like it's coming off its glue dot. And then we have some mini dimensionals. All right, let's see if we can get this zoomed in just a touch more. Here we go. Then we have our instructions, no fail instructions. Like I said, 6 cards total, 3 envelopes each color to coordinate with the cards. We have Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Melon Mambo, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Shaded Spruce. And then we have our different cards. Let's go ahead and look at our cards. All right, so I'm going to move this, and this off to the side, and let's at least figure out the ingredients. It is a non-stamping kit, which means it is perfect for kids to put this together for mom or dad, okay, or grandma and grandpa. You can change the names, and I'll show you some ideas that I had for that. So first we have our envelopes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing an envelope. Ooh. All right. 1. Oh, no, here it is. Oops. All right. So there we go with our 2 different colors of envelopes. And then we have, well, this is the French and the German. Don't need that right now. For the mom, for the dad. All right, so if you are in Australia, you might be calling, or Europe, you might say mum. Oh, what happened to my light all of a sudden? Gee willikers. Let me see if I can brighten that up a little bit. There we go. All right, so for the mom, for the dad. So let's go ahead. We're going to use, oh, let's find our card bases, right? Here we go. Here's a card base. 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 Is that all we got? Let's see, we have one. All right, so this is card 1. Let's do this. Card 2. I'm going to zoom out for you now. Oop. Nope, that was my brightness, not my zoom. All right, here we go. Let's zoom out. All right, so we have 1, 2, and then we have the one with the darker 3, and then we have 4, 5, and 6. So we have our 6 different cards. All right, and I'm just following this sheet right here. It is this one. When you open it up, it's this one that has each card. Sorry if you can hear the whistling. It's obviously windy now outside, and I have a skylight that whistles. If you can call it that. We'll see. All right, so let's start here. All right, what do we need here? We need these. On this one, we need these on this one. All right, here we go. And then we need this one over here. We need these over here. And I'm not even going to keep these because you know with blending brushes, they're going to get all messed up. So we're not even going to worry about that. Set those over there. This one goes here. And then we have this one here. This one here. We have these stars here. These flowers here. I'm not going to keep that one either. All right, I'm going to wait on the sentiments for the moment. We've got this one that goes here. And then we have this one. It goes up here. So it looks like we have mostly, what was it, Calypso Coral and Coastal Cabana. Yeah, Calypso Coral. Oh no, Pool Party. Pool Party. Sometimes they're really close because a darker shade, a much darker shade of Pool Party can be not Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana. Why do I keep getting those mixed up? So let's keep going, separating those out. This one goes down here, and this one goes over here, and this one goes right here. We're going to hold off on the sentiments for the moment. We have this one for right here. This one goes up here, and we have a white one that goes over here. Again, sentiments, we're going to hold off. So we're going to go with this number 1. I would use either one of these. This would be German. So this one goes over here. And then these go. All right, here, one of them. And then this one goes here. Again, sentiments, I'm going to hold off with those. And we're going to go again with the number 1 finger with the pound sign. There we go. Set those aside. Let's see. All right, so this is everything except for the sentiments. So let's put the cards together first. Let's see if we can do that. And then we'll talk about sentiments afterwards. All right, so we're going to do this in this order, because maybe you want to use these cards, not necessarily, maybe you don't have that many moms and dads to give cards to, and you want to do something else with it. So I brought some stamps over here to kind of play, and let's see. But first I wanted to just make the cards. So the other thing you can do is you can cut these off and put them onto cardstock. So there's another idea of extending a way to extend the kit if you so choose. For now, I'm going to go ahead and just make the cards as they were designed. So we've got this. And these are really simple, and that's why I'm saying these would be great for kids. Kids could totally do these. Oh, I'm missing a sentiment piece. Hang on. Oh, it's already stamped. That's why. Okay. Let's see. Is it? Yes, it is. All right, so we'll do the sentiment pieces after. So right here we have hexagons and dots. The gray dots are your glue dots. The hexagons are your dimensionals. So let's go ahead with that. We're going to put this here, and we're going to put this here, and then we have this here. So these are the main things without sentiments again. All right, I'm going to just use some regular sized for this. I find it faster than if I do the little ones. All right, and then we'll do this, but here we need a little one, a mini, and for minis, I like to use the Take Your Pick tool because it makes it come off so much easier. All right, and then we're going to use a dimensional over here and a dimensional over here. And then we have some glue dots. I've got some left here, so I'm going to use these up because it's on such a small piece of plastic. So we'll use these. Maybe I should zoom that in just a little bit more for you. There we go. And then on this one, we're going to use some dimensionals. They have 3, but since I'm using the larger ones, I'm just going to use 2, like that. We'll take, what you up to today, Joanne? It's a Tuesday, so might just be recovering from your weekend, for all I know. Maybe you work too much. That would be you. I could totally see that of you. All right. So we're going to put our trophy cup right there. Then we're going to pop these little things off the dots, which it looks like my nail is doing a pretty good job. Thank goodness. Better not cut my nails after all, huh? Here we go. All right, then we're going to push this down onto the cup so it's like that. All right, and then this one goes at the bottom. That's what it's standing on. All right. Is it? Yeah, it goes right up to it. All right, so the sentiments for this are the world's best mom, here we go, like that, and Happy Mother's Day. Okay. So then you would put that right here, and this one would go across like this. All right, with dimensionals on it. So that's that one. Now, sadly, say maybe your mom's not around anymore, or you don't have a friend that you can give this to, or you don't have a mother-in-law you can give this to. You might want to change it up and use it for something else. You can flip these over and use them that way. All right. You can flip it over and use it that way. We have some different stamps. There's this family celebration. Let me see what the sizes are. Oh, nope, those are too big. Yikes. Well, I don't know. The grandma would just fit, but you wouldn't have the world's best. And then we have here birthday, maybe, celebrations. Those are kind of big, and I was gonna say these two, but those are kind of big too. You may have some stamps from the past. You may have some stamps from other paper pumpkins, from other kits that you could use. You could even hand write it. So recovering, just relax today. Good job working 4 days for the next couple weeks. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be long weeks for you. You are so nice to do that in your retirement. So like I said, you can turn this over, you can write on it, you could stamp with another stamp, or you can just use the Happy Mother's Day and World's Best Mom. Okay, that's what they have in here. All right, in all the 4 different languages. So that's card 1. I'm going to leave this open because I haven't decided who I'm sending this to. So I'm going to leave it without sentiments so that I can make up my mind what I want to do with it. I'm going to set this one aside. We're going to make the next one, which you can kind of guess who this one's probably for, right? So it's going to be the same card, just with the World's Best Dad. So here we go. We're going to do dimensionals on this, dimensionals on this, and dimensionals on this. So same layout here. We're just going to be using different ones. Whoop. Oh, where did these go? All right, so these we're using for the mom's card. We're not using stars. We're using just the sequence. So we have this one here, and here, and then we have another one up here. There we go. Got to add a little bling, right? Got to have a little bit of bling. All right, so we have our thing here, this one down here, and then we're going to use the mini right here. So it's not coming off. All right. Anybody have some plans for this weekend, this coming weekend? I'm going to be crafting a crafting fool. I'm doing an online retreat with somebody else, and I am looking forward to it. All right. Because who doesn't love to spend their weekend crafting, right? I need all the crafty time I can get. All right, and then we're going to stick, actually I'm going to use the minis on this one because it is a smaller piece than that other one with the flowers. That was a bigger piece. All right, so we're going to Pop those off like that. And then pop this off. All right. So we're going to put this up here like that. We're going to take this and we're going to push it down. Oh, no, it's not pushed down. It's right at the line. All right, right at the line. And then this one will have the two regular sized ones. Now, my kit didn't come with regular sized ones. If you're just joining us, I added them from my own stash. There we go. And now this one is intended to be used, of course, for Dad. Let's see, World's Best Dad. Like this. And then Greatest of All Time. No, Happy Father's Day. Where's Happy Father's Day? Here we go. Happy Father's Day. So again, you can do this, or if you don't have your dad around or don't feel like he was, or maybe you just need something for somebody else, you can flip it over and stamp or write something else on it. All right. And again, I'm not going to tack anything down because I haven't decided who's going to get what. I'm really kind of leaning towards sending this to my son. It is his golden birthday this year. He's turning 22 on the 22nd. And here is a gold trophy. So I'm debating because the order I ordered isn't going to get to make a card for him, isn't going to get here on time. So I ordered the new balloon festoon, and it's not going to get here in time to make him a card and get it sent to him. I don't think. So, needless to say, I got to come up with an alternate in case that's the truth, and this might be the way to do it. So, we'll see. We'll see what the other ones look like. All right, our next card is this one. Oop. Here we go. Fold that back. Let's say that's the ingredients list. So here's our next card, or our next two cards, very similarly done. Just the two different color tones. And really, you know, if your mom likes these colors, give her this one. It doesn't really matter. So my mom would probably be more inclined to like this one. So you can do that, or you can give it to whoever else, because this one is not specific to a person or family member. All right, so, oh, this doesn't go. Oh, yes, it does. Does it? No, this doesn't go here. Where'd this go? Oh no, it's got it right here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, so sometimes there are no fail instructions, but sometimes they're not perfect. And this one doesn't really go on this card. It looks like it might be an extra piece, or they forgot. So it's supposed to be Greatest of All Time for this one. All right. Or maybe it does. Nope, that's too short. So maybe it's supposed to be the other way. Maybe it's supposed to be this one. Aha. Yep, this one. So I'm not sure what this one is. This one may just be an extra that you can use for whatever you want. So we're going to use our glue dots to stick that down. I'm going to go ahead and do the greatest of all time, because it works and it's generic enough to where I can do that and don't have to worry about who, because there's no name, there's no family member name. It doesn't say greatest of all time, brother, sister, whatever. My sister is no longer with us, so I wouldn't be able to give it to her, so I'm glad it doesn't say something like that. So this can be a greatest of all time friend. All right, so we're going to put glue dots on the back of these, except I'm going to cheat for lack of time, so I don't keep you here so long, and I'm going to use some liquid glue if I can get it to work. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to use some liquid glue. You can use the glue dots. This is just faster for now, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So this one goes up here. This one goes down here. And this one goes over here. Cat hairs. I tell you, I can't seem to get rid of them. This gets dimensionals on it. Again, I'm just going with my larger ones because I have them. Use what you have. Use what's in the kit. Whatever works best for you. There's no right or wrong because it's your kit. So you can do it however you want to do it. You can mix and match everything up if you want. You can use these sentiments. You can use other sentiments. We're going to, let's get that on there. We're going to do that one like that. And then I'm going to put some sentiments on here, or some dimensionals on here. Not all the way over, because it's going to be on top of here. There we go. There's that one. Let's go ahead and add, we're adding the stars to it. So we have this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. All right, so there you go. Greatest of all time. So, and that can be for anybody that you want to give it to. Let's go ahead and do this next one, which is, now this is an extra, so I don't know. All right, so this one also says greatest of all time. Here we go. I'm cheering for you. Greatest of all time. Oh, well, see, this was on the wrong one. Here we go. I put this on the wrong one. That's why. All right, so that tore a little bit, but that's okay. We've got this greatest of all time right here, and then it goes on the white one. Here we go. Move that out of the way. That one goes over here. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. All right, here we go. Beauty about the glue is you have a little bit of wiggle room. All right, and then we had the two dimensionals over. Whoops, not that much wiggle room. It wiggled itself right off. Can you believe that? On a live, it wiggled itself right off. Goodness gracious. Let's try that again. All right, here we go. Stay put. Goodness. You'd think I was a rookie. All right, here we go. Greatest of all time. See, that looks better because it goes with our Calypso Coral. It's a stronger one, stronger color. All right, so there's that one. Jeepers. All right, let's get that off. Oh, look, see, you have this whole background. You could totally cut these cards in half and you'd have more cards. You can use them as layers. You can emboss them. You can do all kinds of things with them. So I guess what I need to know from you, so Joanne says, I'm taking my middle granddaughter to a play Friday night. It's a local theater to see Wizard of Oz. Oh, how fun. She's gonna love that. You are awesome. Here we go. Let's turn these over. Let's do this again. So this one's going to go up here like on that other one. This one's going to go over here. I love live theater. I do. I really do. Mom and I were going to go Sunday to, it was like an African Cirque du Soleil kind of thing. But it was, there were only 5 seats left. They were in the nosebleed and they were over $100, and we decided that we'd rather not spend the money on that right now, and that we would rather wait and go to something and get nicer tickets or nicer seats than that. I was a little bit surprised here in our little community that nosebleed seats were that expensive at the theater. It's like, wow. All right, so we go like this. I'm going to put a dot over here because I know it goes here. And we're going to go all the way down here like that. And then, of course, for this one, it's not using the stars, but you know what? All-time great. I'm going to use the stars for this one because I think they should have stars. So I'm going to use a star there, a star there, and a star right there. Why not make it exactly the same except the different coloring? All right, greatest of all time. Whew. See, now I would have thought that would have the one that says I'm cheering for you. Oh, see, and you could put I'm cheering for you. Darn. See, that's what I get for already putting. I might end up changing it out and putting I'm cheering for you on here. So you have some options with these. It doesn't have to be exactly what's on the picture. And sometimes I forget that even. I forget it doesn't have to be exactly what's on the picture. All right, so let's see what this one is. We're going to go here with this. And again, it's both sides. You could be cutting this and getting more out of it. And just put it on a white card base or any of the colors that are in it, card base. The colors, again, were Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Melon Mambo, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Shaded Spruce. This would be really pretty on Pretty Peacock. All right, so, woo. All right, we have lots of dots. Again, I'm going to cheat a little, and I'm going to use my glue. So this one, let's see. I'm not sure what that circle is. Oh, that's the sentiment. I'm not going to put that on yet. So we're going to turn this over. This is glue. This is dimensionals. this is glue, and this is dimensionals. All right, so let's do some dimensionals on this. Because I'm using the larger ones, I'm not putting as many as they have. And then there's dimensionals on here. And typically I do a triangle for that, for a circle. So this one will go here. And then for this, we have Hooray, You Did It, or No, You're the Best is the other one. Hooray, You Did It, or For the Number One Mom. All right. I'm going to leave those blank, but I'm going to set this out to show you what it would look like, because you would glue this on like that. Okay. And then this gets set right here. And then we're going to glue, because this has all the glue dots on it, but we're going to keep it quick and easy. And hold on, this one needed glue on it too to go. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. I can do this. Here we go. And then like this. So this is popped up on the dimensionals. This is popped up on the dimensionals. There we go. And then you could do, hooray, you did it. And I did it upside down. All right, let's see if we can fix that. What I say, a shaded spruce? Shaded spruce, let's see, do we want that on shaded spruce? No. Let's see, let's do the Calypso Coral. I probably don't have any Calypso Coral. That's not a color I use regularly. But let's give it a whirl. I can't believe I did that on live TV. On live, here we go. We're gonna do this at 4 1/4. Like that. We're going to have to trim this down. This is going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to trim this down. It has to go to, it's at 4 1/4, it has to go to 4. So I'm going to take an 1/8 inch off of this side and an 1/8 inch off of this side so that it's at 4. And the tricky part will be the top and bottom. Joanne, I goofed. All right, I'm gonna take it, let's see, so we need it to go to 5, so I'm gonna take an 1/8 of an inch off this end, just less than an 1/8 of an inch. Whew, just barely missed that. And an 1/8 of an inch. Whoop. All right, maybe this is going to be a little closer than we thought. Woo! Man, oh man, oh man, oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I did it. I did it. I goofed. Now, sometimes I will send cards that open from the left to my mother-in-law. Because she's left-handed, but I don't need a whole lot of those. That just caught. So we're going to go ahead and do this on here. Look, it works. Ooh-wee. Saved it. Go me. I know, you're laughing at me. Ooh-wee. All right, so there we go. So now I have another piece to play with to do whatever I want with. Ooh, and then this can be, look, hooray, you did it. Hooray, I did it. I fixed it. Sheesh. All right, let's go ahead. Why did dads get all the stars? That's just not fair. All right, so we're going to do 3 of these gems because I don't have enough stars for the, oh, I do have just enough stars actually. So we're going to do stars on this because hooray, you did it. Sounds to me like somebody needs a star, right? And where's the 3rd one? There we go. Hooray, you did it. Now I'm not going to glue this because I haven't made up my mind, but this would be glued down, not dimensional. All right, so there's that one that I pulled out of a hat to fix. And then this one, let's see if I can put it together correctly. See, I folded it like that to do the burnishing, to crease it better. And then I forgot to turn it around so it opens that way. And that is something I do fairly regularly. Oh, Joanne, I know you are totally laughing at me. All right, so let's go ahead and do these. So this one had dimensionals, this one had dimensionals, and these 2 have glue. So let's get the dimensionals on there. Ah, wow. Whew. You just never know what's going to happen when I go live. You just don't happen. Anything is possible. However, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. And I happily do them for you on lives. So I can't even like delete, redo. That's one of the reasons why I don't do videos much, actually, is because then I'm trying to make it perfect, and I know I am not perfect. So we're going to do this right here, and we're going to do this right here. Now this is the You're the Best. All right, just based on the color, it would be You're the Best or For the Number One Dad. All right, and then we're going to do our glue here instead of our glue dots and put that centered on here. I think this is a better way to make sure you've got it centered. All right, and then we're going to glue that, and it's opening to the right side, just like that. And you could do the You're the Best right there. And then we have our stars. Where's our stars? Here we go. Our stars. We got one down here. We got one up here. And we've got one right there. So there you go. Those are our 6 cards. We have our envelopes. So I'm going to go ahead and do this envelope. And I'm going to stick this inside. And I'm going to stick the For the Number One Dad inside in case I decide to use that. And then this one I'm going to put in here also with this Hooray You Did It. or for the number 1 mom, in case I decide to do that. And then we have this one, which will go with the pinkish envelope. And that's already greatest of all time. However, I'm going to put the I'm cheering for you in there in case I decide that I'm just going to cover it like that. And I would have to change it out like that. I'm cheering for you. Yeah, all right. Now we know what that was for. And then this one would then be the other cheering for you. And it would have gone on this paper like that. So I'm going to stick that with this card. Well, I guess I'm supposed to be putting that other mom card into the pink envelope, but I just don't feel like it goes in the pink envelope. Oh well, it's not really pink, I guess. It's kind of a, what is it? Let's see, what is it? What color? Where's my instructions? Here we go. What else could that color be? Crushed Curry, Calypso Coral, Pretty Peacock, Pool Party. It must just be a lighter shade of Calypso Coral. So we'll just leave it at that. And then we've got the World's Best Dad, Happy Father's Day, if we want to use that one. Or we can do something else. I don't think we have any more English stuff. Let's see. English, nope. Well, World's Best Mom. So you could, oh, mom. We don't say mom. We say mom. All right. Nope, all the English is taken. All the English is taken. So then we have this one, the World's Best Mom, Happy Mother's Day. There we go. Remember, you can change out the sentiments. There is no shame in writing a sentiment. Lives are better. Yeah, I agree, especially when I make mistakes all the time, right? So you can laugh at me. There's no shame in writing whatever it is you wish on here. Use your best handwriting and it will be all good, because whoever is the recipient, they're not going to say, oh, that looks sloppy. They're going to see a handmade card that you took the time to make for them. And that's what's going to matter most. So just keep that in mind. It's not about perfection. It's about done and giving it to somebody. All right. So we had our cards. Here we go. Like this. And like, yeah. And like this. All right, so there we have it. Oh, that's all zoomed in. You can't see that very well, can you? All right, and then I have an extra piece to play with. You know, it just happens sometimes. All right, so I wanted to let you know that starting tomorrow, the 15th, 16th, and 17th are double rewards. All right, that means 2 times the rewards. When you place an order with me, you get 2 times the rewards. Let me just make sure. It does not have, you can see here, it does not have an amount limit. So starting at $20, you earn 10% rewards. All right, you earn a point or a percentage, a 10%. So that means Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to earn 20% in rewards. All right, they're doubling it, 2 times the rewards. So normally you earn 10% starting at orders $20 or more. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to earn 2 times the rewards. So 20% in rewards. Make sure you are opted in for the rewards. If you're not opted in, you're not going to earn them. So you have to make sure when you go into your account, the little present is there and you can check and make sure that you are opted in to that. Because if you're not opted in, you're not going to earn them. You have to choose to be opted in. So I just wanted to make sure you knew that and that you get ready to do your shopping, do your wish list right now. You can go to the online store. We have some great things in online exclusives. There's last chance stuff, all the stuff from the catalog going last chance. Now's the time to get it because you're going to earn double the rewards. All right, so I'll be sending out a newsletter about this so that you can earn those rewards. Don't wait until Friday night, because you might forget. I'll remind you again on Thursday at Paper Pumpkin Play Date, and I'll put some posts out to remind you as well, and I will send out the newsletter. All right, so be looking for that. And the product share information is on there too. There's a product share from the new catalog, which I don't have close to me, and the in color product share. So there's going to be two different product shares, or you can just do the I want it all and get it all. So I will see you on Thursday for Paper Pumpkin Playdate, and I will post as to what time that will be at. Right now it's looking at 9:45 a.m. So as long as no appointments come up, that's the way it'll be. So I will see you on Thursday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday and a wonderful Wednesday. See you. Bye.